Hello students, good morning. Once again I welcome you in standard 6th English class. I hope all of you are safe and after a long time once again we are meeting to each other. Now here this is our second unit. The name of the unit is Childhood's Adventure and this is our third chapter. The name of the chapter is A Hero, which is written by R.K. Narayan. And I am glad to inform you that R.K. Narayan, who is an Indian English writer, R.K. Narayan, then Mulk Raj Anand, Sachin, not Sachin, Mahesh Dattani. These all are these are Indian English writer. Among them, R.K. Narayan. This is a chapter of R.K. Narayan, and you will learn about his stories. As we all know that Malgudi days, right? Might be you have to read or not, I don't know, but you will read, and you will also attend. You will read the story of the Swami and his friends. It is a very beautiful story. In these stories, you will learn about R.K. Narayan's writing ability. Now, here in this chapter, you will learn two things. First one is that to relate a child's fear and imagination. Right? In this chapter, you will learn that Swami, who is a fearful boy, and he is also presenting his imagination in his mind, in his characteristics, that how he how he will deliver his imagination in front of his father or his parents. Second one, to note the Swaminathan's taker's fear. And second thing is that you will learn about the taker fear, because if you are a fear, then you have an ability that how to tackle that fear. Every time not your parents or your supporters with you. Sometimes you have to face alone and you have to tackle the fear. So this is this chapter's introduction. Now here also one thing that just I am giving the brief that in this chapter you will learn that Swaminathan's fear. Right? He is a very fearful boy and he never slept alone without his grandmother and his mother. So his father did not like this thing, and that's why his father challenged him that you have to sleep alone at one night in his office room. So this, and how the boy, it means Swami, how does Swami face the problem? You will learn this chapter. Okay students, now I will read the chapter and explain you that father looked over the newspaper he was reading and said, Swami, listen to these. So first question, where did father look? So he looked over the newspaper. What was he doing? So he was reading it. He read aloud an article about a village boy who had come face to face with a tiger. The article went on to describe the fight the boy had with the tiger and his flight up a tree, where he stayed for half a day till he was rescued. So the second question is that what was the article about? So the article about a village boy who had come face to face with tiger. And even we can say is that a courageous boy, an article about a courage of the boy, that who had faced a tiger, and also described the fight the boy had with the tiger. Here exactly fight, it means not he is fighting with, but he run away. Flight up means escaping from the dangerous situation. He escaped from the dangerous situation and he climbed up the tree. And he stayed on that tree for a half a day till he was rescued by the villagers. After reading it through, father asked Swaminathan, what do you say to that? After reading this article, and his father asked to Swaminathan that what do you say about this thing, about the boy? So Swaminathan says that I think he must have been a very strong grown up person, not a boy. How can a boy fight a tiger? Swami said Swami. Swaminathan says what happened? What did he say? What did say Swami to his father about article? When his father asked about the article and asked about it, what do you say about it? So he argued with him that I think that that he was a very strong grown-up boy, because a grown-up person, not a boy. He was a very strong grown-up person, not a boy, because according to his imagination, according to his mentality, he says that a boy could not fight with the tiger. So in this way, the boy said about the fighting. Father laughed and said, courage is everything. His father laughed and says that, I know that you will give me the same reply, that he was a very grown-up person, not a boy. But courage is everything. So, what is the opinion about courage by his father? So, what is his opinion about courage according to his father? So, his father says that courage is everything. A man may have the strength of an elephant and yet be a coward, right? If a person who has the strength of an elephant, but yet he is a coward, then that is no need of the courage. Even says that whereas another might have the strength of a straw, but if he has a courage, he can do anything. Another thing was that he compares two persons. One person, he says that a man who has a strength like an elephant and a straw. But he compares also a person who has a strength like an elephant, but he is a coward. There is no need of strength, right? But a person who has a strength of like a straw, but still he has a courage, he can do anything, right? Simple. That if you have a strong body, full height, but still you are a coward, then what is the need of your body structure? But a person who has a very thin, very short-heighted, thin body, but he has lots of strength and he can do everything, then he is a powerful or he is a courageous person. Even he says that courage is everything, strength and age are not important. Yes, strength and age are not important, but your courage is very important. If you say that I am a 10 years old boy, I cannot climb the tree, but you can see that some of the people who belong from the poor family, they climb the tree very hurriedly. So what is it? He is a 7 or 8 years old and you are 10 years old, and then you say that I cannot climb the tree. Now it is not. Your courage should be important in your life. So Swami did not agree, and he says, how can it be, father? Swami did not agree with his father's opinion, and he said, how can it be, father? Suppose I have all the courage, what can I do if a tiger should attack me? He says that if I have lots of courage, but if the tiger attack on me, then what should I do? A tiger is stronger than a man. Obviously, yes, it is always a tiger is stronger than a man. But you have to use your courage, use your mind. You can defeat, you can defeat a tiger also. His father says, let alone strength. Can you prove you have a courage? Let alone means what? Here, according to forget about all this thing. He says that what about you? Can you prove you have a courage? His father says, can you prove me that you have a courage? Let me see if you can sleep alone tonight in my office room. His father says, what? You have to sleep alone in my office room. So, what is the challenge that is thrown at Swami? Right? What is the challenge? Now, challenge is what? That he has to sleep, or he can sleep alone tonight in his father's office room. You must sleep alone in future. His father says also that you have to sleep alone in your future also. It is disgraceful sleeping beside grandmother or mother like a baby. You are almost 10. So what did he say is that disgraceful means very shameful, that you are a 10 years old boy and still you are sleeping with your grandmother and your mother like a small baby. And it is very shameful on me that you are still behave like a small baby. Swaminathan had always slept beside his his grandmother. So Swaminathan had always slept beside his grandmother. So where had Swami always slept? So he had always slept beside his grandmother. He hoped at first that his father was joking, but as but he soon realized that the matter had gone beyond his control. So, what did he hope? So he hoped that first that his father was only joking. He think that my father is only joking, not he. It is a reality that he told me that, or not is in a serious mood that he told me that you have to sleep alone at my office at whole night. But soon after he realized that the matter had gone beyond his control. It means what? Matter had gone beyond his control. It means that he could not make father change his mind. And afterwards, Swaminathan rose silently and tiptoed away to his bed. He realized that my father is not in joking manner, in joking mood. Suddenly he rose. With very slowly steps, he moved towards his bed. Granny was sitting up in her bed and remarked, "Are you feeling sleepy already? Don't you want a story?" His grandmother says, "What did grandmother remark?" So his grandmother remarked that he feeling sleepy. And don't you want a story? And he says that, "Don't you listen a story from me? Are you feeling very sleepy, my son?" And where did he throw himself? So he threw himself on the bed, on his bed, and what did Swami do? And he pulled the blanket over his face. Now when his grandmother asked his question, but he did not reply anything, and he suddenly threw himself on his bed and pulled over his blanket. So student, I hope you have to understand this part very thoroughly. Now today's homework that you have to write down your hard words in your notebook and solve same passage number 1 in your worksheet. Thank you.